Hey everyone, it's Friday night, January 10th. Tonight I am making some elk lasagna. So I'll show you my ingredients that I use and I will go step by step. I am browning some ground elk. You can use whatever you like. You can use ground beef, ground deer, moose, and and I have a pot of boiling water here with some, I have 12 lasagna noodles for a 9 by 13 pan. Is the size I'm making tonight. If you're doing a larger one, you would want to use more, depending on the size of your pan, you want to use more pasta noodles. I'm also putting in some tomatoes, just diced tomatoes, some just regular pasta sauce, ricotta cheese. I also use Parmesan cheese, which I don't have out. Tex-Mex is on top. There's the lasagna noodles and some Italian seasoning. And in the mixture with, I'll mix ricotta cheese with an egg and some Parmesan cheese before I add it to the meat mixture. And then the sauce goes in. So I'll pause for now and I'll continue on to the next steps. So I put the ricotta cheese in a bowl. I have 2 eggs. And I use one 280 gram container of ricotta cheese. And I'm going to add approximately 1/4 cup of Parmesan. I'm going to mix this all together and then I'm going to mix it in my meat mixture, which consists of onion, green pepper, and celery. And I will now add the Italian seasoning. And I use a good amount, teaspoon and a half, never enough. And yeah, so I also added a few more because I'm going to have some extra mouths to feed, so I added a few more lasagna noodles that I'm going to cook, and up my pan to a 15 by, I believe it's a 15 by 11. So it's bigger than a 9 by 13. And yeah, so next steps, I will pause you and carry on. Okay, I have added the Italian seasoning. I mix the eggs and the Parmesan in with the ricotta cheese mixture. You can also use cottage cheese if you don't have ricotta. That's your choice. And with the vegetables, you can also add whatever vegetables you like. These are what I have on hand. You can add mushrooms to it. You can add carrots, whatever you're comfortable with, zucchini. Yeah, so the recipe's pretty flexible. So, yeah. Added to the pan the tomatoes, diced Italian seasoned tomatoes. You can use just regular salted tomatoes, canned, and whatever pasta sauce you like, and I just added that. Mix it together, bring it to heat, just a little bit. And then I'll add the ricotta mixture to this. Some people will add the ricotta mixture separately, or the cheese mixture separately, and layer it in. And I tend to mix mine in with the tomato sauce and the tomatoes, the meat mixture, just because that's the way I prefer it. But if you prefer, you can layer it in the middle. So we're getting there. Cheese mixture is mixed in. I mix the eggs in with the cheese just so the eggs don't cook in the sauce, and it mix in evenly. Do not add raw eggs to a hot mixture if you don't want cooked eggs. So this is the way I make my lasagna. I've been asked a couple times by a few friends and family members to post some of my recipes, and a lot of the recipes I don't usually follow. I don't follow a cookbook or any kind of. I cook from my heart. I cook from the way I feel I'm comfortable with cooking, and I don't follow a recipe. So, yeah. So that is my lasagna mixture. Kind of looks gross right now, but I can guarantee it tastes delicious. You know, and I add the eggs to the mixture to firm it up. So when you cut into it after you finish cooking the lasagna in the oven, it's more firm. I also add tomato paste. Thank you. I just remembered. So I'm going to open up a can of tomato paste and put that in as well to firm up the mixture more. Tomato paste added. It's just Hunt's tomato paste. Mix that in. Next step I'm going to do is, with this mixture, you don't have to, you can bring it to, like, warm it up. You don't have to bring it to a boil, because the next steps, you're going to take this mixture and you're going to start layering your mixture in. The first layer into the pan will be, I use the pasta sauce, the meat sauce, and then I add in the noodles, and then I alternate until I'm done completely. So I do about 4 layers. So I'm going to start my process of layering my lasagnas. There's my pan. The first layer is laid of meat sauce. First layer, noodles, and there is 5 noodles for this layer. Okay, I finished layering my lasagna. So that's 4 layers, 5 noodles on each layer. And now I'm just going to top it with some Tex-Mex cheese and put it in the oven at 375 on a sheet pan, so in case of bubbling over, for about 30 minutes. Okay, there is ready to go in the oven. 375, approximately 30 minutes until golden on top.